তাহলে ওইখানে ওই কোনায় রেখে দাও, উপরে উপরে ওই পিসে রেখে দাও আবার। Oh, Kleenex also.
Advertising.
Okay? This is okay.
Okay.
Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya Aviravir Maidhi Rudro Yatte Dakshinam Mukham Te Namang Pahi Nityam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness and ignorance to light and illumination. Lead us from death to immortality, and evermore protect us with thy resplendent face. Om, peace, peace, peace be to us all. So, we are the 8th strand of this Bhakti Ratnavali, and we are reading that important practice which is called Archanam, or worship of the deity. It is a very vital practice in the devotional school of people. So, Archana means thinking that the Lord is in the deity, in the image. You feel the living presence of the image and do worship. In all the Hindu temples and every worship place, we always worship the divine through some symbology. So it is not one is worshipping only a piece of wood or stone or some icon, meaningless icon. No. It is only invoking the divine there and feeling the presence and then worshipping that. So that is one of the good practice of the devotional group of people, as we find in. We are also doing every day. Every day, how much work every day the nuns have to do. Get up in this rain, heavy rain, or cold, or whatever. So go to the garden, pluck so many flowers, and then wash them, clean them. What we are doing? Energy of a person is utilized in such a way. What is it? Uselessly some decoration? It is not decoration, but it is they are thinking the Lord of the universe. How much we think about, we only, it is imagination in our mind, imagination. So to feel him palpably present and he's waiting, I'll worship him with the flowers and fruits and candies and then incense and then light with garland and this and that. So much labor is given. Mind is, I will do the archana, I will do the worship. Worship what? Not the photo, not the glass, not the painting, but I am worshipping God. I will worship my beloved Lord. It may be Rama, it may be Krishna, it may be Ramakrishna, it may be all the any divine form, maybe. So that is the purpose of that. So last verse we have read on page 236. It is these words are from Brahma, the creator God. He said, a man attains to liberation even by offering worship unto you with mere water and durba grass. Even with devotion, if one offers little water or little grass, little leaf, Gita also suggests, he who is giving me with love, flowers, incense, or little water or leaves, even with devotion. So, with that, I get very pleased. And then I appear before him, I take charge of him, like that, all the assurance in the Bhagavad Gita. So a man attains to liberation even by offering worship unto you, thee, with mere water and durva grass is one type of grass, actuated by true faith and devotion. When it is given, the right type of really genuine love, genuine feeling and emotion, that it is I'm serving God. The same thing when you serve someone, you think that you are serving God in that person, it becomes a worship. What is the difference between worship and work? Work is only doing something. I am to do something, I am bound to do that. My job compels me to do that. I don't, I hate it, dislike it. That is called even worship work given to a uncultured person. In the sense, uncultured means who is not cultured to think in this type of thought. Given the duty of the puja, he or she will be feeling tortured. Huh? It is a what useless thing, unnecessarily I am to go and do all this. But whoever love for God will be excited inside to feel that, I'm plucking this color flower. Why? When they pluck the flowers, they know this will be fitted in this side and that will be fitted in that side. It will go for the garland here, it will go in the top here, or it will be in the feet of the mother here, it will go for the Swamiji here. No, their mind is getting saturated with devotion and love. When you do that, then you get the benefit of it. Huh? Your mind is becoming divine and divine and divine. Huh? So anything done with the spirit, that spirit is important. With faith and devotion, man attains liberation. Finish, one word. Everyone can attain freedom. The same effect. People can do by niskama karma. People can do by meditation. People can do by constant analysis. Nitya nitya vastu viveka. Analysis of the permanent and non-permanent, eternal and non-eternal, day, mundane and which is non-perishable. So thinking this way, they will liberate it. But this is also if you have the devotion. But if you think that you are worshipping a piece of wood or glass, a piece of glass, and there is a photograph, a photo paper, then your knowledge will be photo paper. Your achievement will be photo paper achievement. And you will gain that much peace, that much joy, that much. So as your bhava, mood, as your spiritual attitude, so is your gain. Why then should this evil befall him who with liberality offered you the three worlds? But he has the ego. Now we read the other day. The Bali is a great king. We read the other day. Bali was a great king and he's a very generous king. He was always charitable. Anyone comes asking anything, he will give it away. That is his own characteristic. Or you can say he was a little proud of it. But God does not like your ego, pride. God can excuse everything. But when you think, I am somebody, God cannot tolerate that. That egolessness is the loving aspect of God. Huh? Humility, humble. Oh Lord, you are everything. I am nothing. And really so. Who are we? Have we any existence in the whole expanse of this universe? In this planet Earth. Consider, who are you? What dot, what grain we are. We have what power we have. Just think about the whole Los Angeles. So many people. And I am one man. What am I? Who am I? I may think I. But who are you? You be whatever you be. And in comparison to the whole cosmos, what is your existence? You say you are nothing. Or in Vedantic way, you say, I am everything. In between, there is no position. In between, you stand, you will be massacred. That happens. So I give the example of going to the ocean for taking a, how do you call it, deep. If you want to do or swim. But how to handle the waves? Two ways are there. There is no third way. One, when you are standing in the beach, a big wave comes in, what can you do? Just lie down like that and let the wave go over your head. I am nothing, oh Lord, you go. Or you give big jump, I am. Jump over. And you see, you go like that. Is it not? Third, if you stand with I will take care, I will do that. Boom. The wave will come and just splash you and your hand and leg and everything will be broken to pieces with the heavy dashing of the wave. No? So we are getting battered because of that, our ego. I. I can be sanctified. I am your servant. I belong to you, O Lord. I will do it by your power. But I don't do anything. I am Atman. You have to take a stand where ego is not there. Ego with ego, so it will disaster. Even high spiritual people, when they understand, I am doing I, that is a disaster for them. Bali, the king, he was a proud person that I am a giver. I can give away everything. I don't care for anything of myself. I am a giver. That pride is good for people like us to climb one step to the other. But you have to stand in a position. I am neither giver, I am neither receiver. God is the giver, God is the receiver. Who am I? No? So that should be the stand, ultimate stand, where you will be considered that you have realized God or you are in the path to realize God. But Bali thought that I am very giver. So the Lord of the universe, Narayana, he came, that we told you the other day, he came taking a form of a dwarf person. Dwarf person, this much height, a man, and a little leg, little feet. And he said, Bali came, and he said, he honored, his sage has come, he honored and respected. He said, sir, what can I do? He said, okay, you can do. You ask anything, I'll give you. You will give me. Think about that. Will you give it whatever I want? Well, yes, I will give you. And I can give my life. Whatever you say, I will give. Whole kingdom I can give away. Think about, will you give? Yes. I want nothing. Only 3 steps of my feet. 3 steps of land I want. Yeah, 3 steps of the neck. Take 20, 100,000 million. He said, no, I don't need. I only 3. Okay, sir. Okay, you take. And then the dwarf became the cosmic form. No? And he became, and his feet covered the whole of earth. And he was the king of the earth and also heaven. Because of his punna, Bali was the king of the heaven, earth and heaven, both. So one stretch took the whole of earth. Then he said, where shall I put another feet? Bali, sir, okay, heaven. Okay, another feet covered the whole of heaven. But another feet is there necessary. Where shall I put it? Then he said, okay, over my head. Ego is bowed down. That is the story. So he says that means that God, Abhimana Rahitya, in a devotional scripture it is said, God cannot tolerate anyone's ego. People, higher spiritual people, they suffer in this level of ego, giving up the ego. That is very difficult. In the big guys in the world will find they fight in that ego level. I said this, you said that. I want this, you want that. So that if you can conquer that, then most of the problems of life is gone. Come. Now, so just we started today. Now, that is the preambling going on. Now, today, the Krishna's words approving ritualistic worship is, if it is connected with the devotion, ritualistic worship is important and it is beneficial if it is done with love, devotion, faith, and integrity. Page 237. So 9 verse says, a person who worships me is the capital, me means God, Lord, here Krishna, thus according to the rituals prescribed in the Vedas and the Tantras, what happens? Attains to the fulfillment of all his wants here and hereafter. By praying to God, by really surrendering to the Lord, if one wants anything of this earthly plane, all desires can be fulfilled because God is the giver of everything. And after life, you want to go to heaven or you go to any other plane. There are not Hindu heavens, as I say, there are many heavens, Hindus. According to their, say, someone can go to Krishna Loka, someone can go to, yes, Swami Ramakrishna's vision. Ramakrishna's mind is soaring high, and he said that as my mind was going on, and I find on the both sides gods and goddesses and different planes of higher and higher and higher level. And then mind reached in a plane where even gods and goddesses cannot enter there. They have not that punna or pure activity or their that much good result. They have not acquired that much good that they can enter there. There is no visa. Visa needs more meditation, more prayer. So, and there are 7 sages, and beyond will be the absolute. So that's why it is said. This is the base. It should be followed what has been instructed in the Vedic literature, Karma Kanda, or the Puranic structure, what we do follow now. In earlier time, Sri Krishna's time, go for about how many thousand years it will be, at least say 3,000-4,000 years ago. Naturally, the Vedic rituals were much more. So you want to do those services by offering oblation to the fire, chanting the mantra, not according to your whims, but with love and devotion to the deity you worship. If you can do that, then attain to the fulfillment, you can attain whatever you like. By offering that oblation, if you want God, you can get God. If you want heaven, you can get heaven. If you want pleasure, joy, you can get it. Whole Chandi, you read that 700 verses of the Chandi, Devi Mahatma, where it is the 2 people, the king and the merchant, both went to the sage, Shuratha, Medhas Muni, went to the abode of the sage Medhas Muni. And that story you know, whole Chandi, what we chant mostly during Durga Puja. What we do, you are doing for years and years.
Every day.
Every day she does Chandi. Ah.
And Saturday we do it in this.
Then the temple you do every Saturday.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. So she does with someone joins. Previously Akhanda Pranayana she did.
Akhanda Pranayana was the first one.
First one to
introduce me to
introduced it.
Yeah,
she was
many
doing.
Years ago.
She was doing, and before that someone is doing. So but you are worshipping, and these two people have two intention. The king lost his kingdom in the world. He was deprived by his family members, his wife, children, betrayed, and the king, ministers, and others all joined together and betrayed the king. So he, out of disgust and failure, left the kingdom like a beggar. He was searching why this happens. I'm a good person. I was a good king. Why it happened? And naturally, when we get blow from the world, where do we go? We go to temple. We go to some holy people. So he started wondering where to go for peace. This is the wretched world. My kingdom, I am the king, and I am being deprived by own people and associated with these ministers and everything who were all living in my mercy. No? And he was so upset. And he met a place, ashrama, in a deep forest. And that he did the same thing. And similarly, another friend who was a big rich merchant. And he also was deprived, the same way. His family and friends betrayed, and all the riches had been taken away, and he was just abandoned. So he also was upset and trying to find why it is happening and what to find. Always, as it happens for everyone's life, whenever suffering comes, blow comes from the world, that is not negative. That gives us a boosting towards going for something higher. Negative though, worldly way, but in spiritually, it opens up another channel. And then what happened? Then both of them happened to meet each other in that ashrama. And that was the ashram, a serene ashram. Ashram place, no bargain of giving, taking this, that. The sage is meditating and pure atmosphere of peace reigns. And then they met together and discussed why you are here, why you are here. They came to know each other. He said, I was the king. See, I was deprived like that. Oh, you. And why are you here? Oh, I was a rich man and I was deprived by this way. So I do not know. That's why I was wondering. And then both problem is same. Both are suffering from the same problem. So to find a solution, they found that sage Medhas Muni. Name of the sage is called Medha or Medhas. And both of them approached and said, Sir, our salutation, please tell us that why it is happening. Why people who are my friends, I love them, they love me. And suddenly it happens that this is the way I am. Why they abandoned me? Why they did it? And still, my weak point is that though they have thrown me out of kingdom, though they have taken away all my riches, the big merchant, but my weak point is that I'm thinking, how is my wife doing? How is my big elephant who was my ride? Is he getting good food or they are taking care? Because you love your pet. So my weak point is that I'm thinking of their benefit. They are good. What is this attachment? Those who have deprived me from everything, why still my weak point is thinking of their friends, my relations, and all these things? Then he said, it is Mahamaya Prabhavena. By the impact of the Divine Mother, it is her play going on. She has put this Maya, this attachment. Though they will beat you, but your soft mind will think, no, he loves me. She loves me. So mind flows like that. You get battered, and again say, no, this one battering is nothing. Actually, he loves me. Battering is battering outside a little bit. It is not, he didn't mean that, but it is really. See, this is the play of our mind. This is, it is the Maha, it is coming because of the Mahamaya, the Divine Mother, his hard play, trick. Therefore, you want to get anything and overcome this problem? Then, well, yes, yes, we want. Then you too go and do worship of the Divine Mother with love, with devotion, and pray and do day and night, and Mother will appear, and Mother will, you ask whatever Mother will give. As Swami Vivekananda was told by Ramakrishna, you go to Mother and ask whatever, she will give you. I promise you, she will give you. Now, they both, at the end of the book,
3 years.
they 3 years or whatever, but they did that and went into the bank of the river and totally dedicated themselves independently. They created an image of made of the clay, because on the bank of the, they have no money, they have nothing other riches, and worship, how they will do the worship? Flowers and fruits and water, and with that sacrifice of the blood. As a mother, I am offering my blood also. Please, you give me. Anyhow, this is a Rajasic type of prayer. But out of devotion, please, you are my mother. You will have to give me. I am deprived. Why? You are the giver of everything. Give. And did that austerity 1 day, 2 days, and as he said, 3 months or 3 years.
3 years.
3 years. Okay.
Durga Puja, if you do one time, you have to do 3.
That's why 3 times you have to do Durga Puja. You cannot do 1 time. That's the prejudice. Or, yes, everyone does. Even Ma Jagadhatri Puja did Holy Mother 3 times. Not 3 times, then continued also. Anyhow, minimum 3 times. And now, then Mother, with that austerity and sincerity, with devotion, they prayed and did. And as a result, what happens? Mother appeared to the king. And Mother said, my child, what do you want? See, king said, I want my kingdom back. And I want to rule the world. No, yes, granted. And it is said that he was king, very powerful king. He overpowered everyone, went back, overpowered everyone, and he ruled the world. But Manu Vaivashata, many thousands of years span because of the mother's blessings. And the other one, this Samadhi, his name was Samadhi. The name is also meaningful. Samadhi means absorbing God. No? And Mother appeared, my child, what do you want? He said, Ma, you have appeared, you have given your vision. I don't need anything of the world. I want freedom and liberation. I want you, Mother. And Mother said, yes. So same Mother gave one the kingdom of earth and heaven, and the joys and fun, mastery and control, everything. She's the giver of everything. Can give liberation and can give worldly joy, wealth, prosperity, whatever you want. So
But this
both of them make this.
wanted to spread mother's message because that Chandi, he took that responsibility, because of Shura. That is how at the end of every chapter, Iti Devi Mahatme, Markendo, Purane, like that. So he is the one who authored this book and spread mother's
Anyhow,
message.
that is Zahir. But point is that Mother can give you whatever you like, whatever you ask for. Huh? You want liberation, that's all. That's why he just said that this once here and hereafter. That was the point I explained on page 237. A person who worships me, here I was talking about Mother, here there's Krishna book, Bhagavat. So Bhagavat means Krishna. And the whole Krishna world, devotees of Vaishnava devotees, they say, me means Krishna only. We as Ramakrishna devotees will say it is Ramakrishna. Huh? We can say it is Mother. Ram Vedanta is so open. It is mother, it is, you can replace by any way you like. It is mother, it is father, it is Christ, it may be Buddha, it may be Rama, it may be Krishna. It is Satchidananda. For us, it is Satchidananda. Absolute Brahman in the form. So me. So he says, a person who worships me, how? Thus. This how? This way. What is the way? According to the rituals prescribed in the Vedas and the Tantras. You have to know how to worship. No? You cannot do whimsically. Ramakrishna overpowered by devotion, that is separate. But for the beginning, you should know how to do the puja. Because you are expecting to go to heaven or you are expecting to be the king. When you say, I don't need anything, mother, that's a different thing. And it is too much simple. It becomes very simple. I love you. I take refuge unto you. You please do me. You do whatever you like. So that is very simple. Formalities may be there, it's not necessary. But when you want anything in the material world, in the prosperity, wealth, name, fame, power, position, mother can give. This whole world is the domain of mother. Mahashakti, they call Mahamaya, Mahavidya, Mahamaya, Mahamedha, Mahasmriti, Mahamoha Chabhavati, Mahadevi, Mahasuri. So Maha means great, great, great. So she is the all powerful. So what to, if you can do that, but you have to do first the ritual. But suppose, expert cooks, they take item this way, that way, and talking to you and doing like that, and you go and we see our Arni and others who are expert cooks when they cook, they are talking and chopping like that. To chop that way, I'll have to be trained for years. But it is talking because he is expert now. But when you start fast with a sharp knife, can you do that? No. You have to learn how to do that. Exactly what recipe should be given, what proportion is to be given. At the beginning, anyone who is cooking should know the training, get to the training. So similarly, in your devotional practice, you need to know how you will do your puja. That's why the puja worship book is there. Ramakrishna, worship of Ramakrishna in our bookstore. It is mentioned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. So many steps. Do this, do that, do that, do that. Proceed. And then all this, when it becomes more easy for you, and then gradually you can give mind into the meaning of the mantra. And then the meditation and doing more. Then you get more absorbed. And then rituals will fall down and your love will be dominant. No? So whatever you give with devotion, to be followed by the rules what has been prescribed, attains to the fulfillment of all his wants here and hereafter. You can attain anything you like in this world of duality, where you live, eat, sleep, interact with people. Or hereafter you want that next life I will be like king, I will be like this, or I will be in the heaven for as a eternal heaven. Eternal heaven. The whole Christian world believes that eternal heaven or eternal hell. Vedanta says, no, eternal heaven is not a good place. Eternal hell is very bad, but eternal heaven is also very bad. Because there is a monotony. How many times you will get only day by day Rasgulla? You may take a very high, good quality soup. Every day the same soup, best quality soup. Then how you will be tired, a monotony will. So it is, Vedanta says, no. Not seeing, tasting, touching like that can give you joy. It will go beyond.
So in this sentence where it says prescribed in the Vedas and the Tantras, so are they saying that there are different rituals in the Vedas and Tantras?
Vedas will be mostly the fire sacrifice, oblation. You go to pray to Indra, there is worship, how to do that. All mantras are written, and you follow that, and then you get the grace of some deity, and by his grace you get a boon to go there and stay there like that. And this is the worship in a tantra, will be the worshipping the ritualistic way. This process of worshipping mother, but not the same way of fire worship, but with flowers, fruits, mantras, chanting.
Dead
Hmm?
And are they
body and all this.
Hmm.
and are they saying that you should do both or you one or the other?
Anyway, whatever you do, you are doing either Vedic or tantric. We call tantra. Tantra is a bad reputation. Tantra is mother, thinking the divine mother. You are worshipping the divine mother. So if you do, but whatever you do, you do with love and devotion to the deity for whom you are doing, whom you are praying. Oh Lord, who is that Lord? If you have really some feeling and emotion connected, then it meaning. Otherwise, you are talking to a stone. Oh Lord, oh stone. Do anyone say, oh stone, give me this, give me that, give me power, give me. No one says that in the whole world. They invoke the Lord. So, but really, it should come from the heart. Note, this passage occurs in the Bhagavata after a long description of procedures or rituals, worships of the Lord in an image, in a diagram, in the fire, in the sun, and in the holy man. You see, you can do in so many ways. Say fire in an image. We do is Mother Kali. We do the Mother Kali Puja. Shiva. These are in the image we do. Mother Kali's image is prepared and we invoke the Divine Mother there. And then we put it, it's materially, it is nothing. But you invoke the Divine there, image. Then is the diagram. Diagram means Gal Jantra, Sri Jantra, all the Jantras you can find here, some design, decorative design, which symbolizes the Divine Mother aspect or the Divine Father aspect, only Mother aspect, diagram. Then in the fire, as we do homo fire, we say, think this fire as the body of, lighted body of Sri Ramakrishna, effulgent body of Ramakrishna. So there is some rules how to do that in the fire. In the sun, Hindus worship every day, worship of the sun. Java, Kusuma Sankar, like that every day they pray. And also this prayer you do in Vaishnava, any Brahmin boy does, what is that? Gayatri Mantra. Bhur Bhuvassa Tat Savitur Varenyam. Savitu means the sun. Varenyam, that effulgent light of the sun, I adore that. No? People worship in the sun. And that is called the sun. Fire, sun, and the holy man. Holy man is incarnations, godlike people, Christ, Buddhas, Ramas, Krishnas, Ramakrishnas, Mother Mary. In every religion, there is some holy. Even people worship the saints. Some saint worshippers are there. So you can do anything you like, but the Lord insists that faith and devotion must be the core of all these rituals. Whatever you do, you should have to have the faith that I am offering to God and He is receiving it and He is present and for Him I am doing with love and devotion. No?
And you can really just make up your own, right? I mean, if it's so much with faith, if you don't know,
You have, like Ramakrishna, if you have, you don't have to follow the rituals there.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, you should learn. Okay? So, say everything's music. When you become a renowned musician, you add your own flavor. This is composed by me. This is tune is given by me. But as a student, you learn all the notes and this and that in a particular way. Then music, singing or wherever. But the Lord insists that the faith and devotion, that must be the core of all these rituals. And that even if the offering consists of water alone, that you have nothing to offer, simple, like a Shiva worship. Lord Shiva worship is the simplest of the all worship. There are so many ways you can add, but simply you give some water. That's all. With devotion. And the leaf. Bell leaf in India is available plenty. And here also 3-pronged leaves are available. You can substitute them. He is pleased with it, provided it is offered with true devotion. This is important. Anything you give, if you give with true devotion, true love, then it becomes sweet and sweeter. You can give the same thing without any touch of your heart. Who will like that? Unless one is dying, people will not care for anything given with half-hearted attention or love. This is the verdict of the Bhagavad Gita also. In the maze of rituals and procedures, it should never be forgotten that devotion is the essence of worship. People sometimes forget doing rituals, and all the mantras, all the exteriors become very dominant. I did that. You go to Malibu temple, we go. You saw that when they do the puja, the pomp and pandal, really some people have donated something or want the puja. Say 20 gallons or 30 gallons of milk they are pouring on Shiva, no? And ghee and butter and what you call honey, and that is the way. But if there is no devotion, this is only pouring in a stone and going to the drain. That's all. But if it is given to the Lord Shiva, you feel the Lord is the Lord of the universe and you are bathing him, you need 40 gallon, 1000 gallon is necessary. If that is also nothing. If you think God, the Lord of the universe, you are bathing, then with little, this much water will do. It's big gallons of water. So if you want to bathe the Lord, you need gallons of water then. Nothing wrong. But only gallons of water so that I have did that worship by my priest. I paid the money to the priest and he did it for me. And I did with 100 gallon of milk. Oh, your 100 gallon of milk has gone into the waste. You can get the name, people will say, see what a big devotee he is dying. But if the love is not there, it does not reach God. It is only wasted. So that's why devotional practice is very important. That whatever is to be done with devotion, with love, with deep interest. So people should not forget. As I also always say, don't make your altar filled with hundreds of tons of gods and goddesses. As in any Hindu house you will go, and the Hindus have a bad habit. I said the bad habit. You go, they will give you one Ganesha. Are why are you giving me Ganesha? Where shall I put it? You are giving me another responsibility. I have so many gods to take care, and you are giving another image of God. Then I will have to put it into the altar, and then I will have to feed him every day. If you don't do, then don't take. But people feel, he is giving and Ganesha is coming to me. What shall I do? I shall have to take it. Okay, Ganesha, tomorrow, my Shiva, another Shiva. Another friend gives you Shiva. Another gives you another Ganesha with one leg like that. Another day, another friend gives another. So you Ganesha, and somehow home I go, about 10 Ganeshas are there. And which Ganesha will put flower and which Ganesha you won't put flower. So it becomes just too much hassle on the rituals, no? But devotion. You spend 1 hour in the shrine, meaning taking care of cleaning this and putting them in proper order again, and your time is gone. And where is your inner connection with the Ganesha himself? No. So devotion is more important, not the rituals. The following 7 verses are not given in the selection contained in the Bhakti Ratnavali, but the Bhagavata view of external worship as depicted in the above verses will be misunderstood unless it is studied in relation to the Bhagavata theory of worship of God in man. So the following supplementary verses are added here. This is also from Bhagavat. It will be total little departure from the Hare Krishna people. They come in this point, they will have to explain differently. Their emphasis is you do the worship in the altar only. Keep the altar, Lord's altar, wake him up, feed him, change his clothing, morning dress is one thing, Then after breakfast, give a shower, that time change the cloth again, and then give another gorgeous dress, and then give lunch. Before that, you have another tea break, and whatever. So you go on whole day engaged in serving the Lord in so many ways, whole day to night, night to day. No? But this Swami Vivekananda brought this idea. You are worshipping in the temple, but the next door person who is hungry, are you doing anything there? Here comes the Bhagavat, very vital verse, that you worship me in the temple, ignoring me in the human body. Your worship is becoming useless. Now we are reading that. This is one of the best, most powerful verse of the Bhagavat. It is collected from Bhagavat, different verses. What it says on page 238, 238. I abide in all beings. Krishna is saying, I abide in all beings as their inmost self. Is it not Vedanta? People think Vedanta. That is Bhakti. All foolishness. Don't understand what is in the Bhagavat. Bhagavat is they think Bhagavat is the book of Bhakti. But Bhagavat is the book of Gyani also, knowledge, book of knowledge. So he says, I abide in all beings as their inmost self. Aham means me, sarveshu bhuteshu, in all the created being. I am bhutatma avastito sada. I am atma. As atma in the bhuta, in the created being, I reside in the heart of all. I, the Lord of the universe, I, the cosmic consciousness, I reside in every heart as consciousness. No? Tam avagayo mang martya. Ignoring me there in human being, kurute archa virambanam. They make a futile effort in worshipping me in the image only. Image worship is not decried, it is not bad. But doing the worship in the image only and decrying the presence of the same Lord in the heart of all, that has been criticized. So he says, I abide in all beings as their inmost self. Without recognizing this, you don't recognize that it is a living presence of God here more. In the statue or in the image, you have to imagine. I am offering this, God is taking as it were. You give a glass of water to somebody, he takes it, drinks it. It's a palpable presence, in action. And without recognizing that the Lord is there, that's otherwise dead body, no? Who will eat? Who will drink? If the Lord's presence is gone, or God as consciousness withdrawn, this body will be dead body. So long there is a action in a person, or thought, thinking, action, prana, the life force, breath, it is the presence of the Lord. So who is taking your love or gift or whatever? It is the Lord is taking. You ignore this. You don't recognize this. The mere worship of me in the image is only a semblance of worship. It is a show. You are making a big show of worship, but you are not really doing worship. Here came Sri Ramakrishna. He said, Shiva Gyane Jiva Sheva. Look at the Jiva. We are all Jivas. Jivas are who? Behind the Jiva, there is Lord Shiva. So worship Shiva. But our clouded mind always makes us forget that. And we think that we are helping you. I am helping you. Who are you to help? God needs your help. Rather, you are blessed that you get the opportunity to serve. That's why Swami Vivekananda, it is a service. Don't say you are a great giver of money, wealth, you have some money, you are giving charity. Who are you to give charity? It's God, serving God, service idea. So this is very important. It's a departure. People forget that. And that is you can say, what is the special contribution of this Vedanta movement now in the Ramakrishna order is this one. It shifts. It shifts from temple to human temple. Temple in the human body, no? And to worship there. We clean the temple, no? Dust and dirt and cleaning and mopping, and we spend so much money with decoration, flowers, etc. And this is a temple. This is a temple. If one can take this spirit and give a glass of water or little sympathy or whatever one can do, see how much spiritual growth will come. And that is the sign of your progress in spiritual life. If one disregards me, present in all as their soul and their Lord, and offers worship to images, such worship is ineffective as sacrificial offering made in the ashes. It will be meaningless. Suppose you want to put ghee over the ashes. That means the charcoal is gone, burning is gone, fire is gone. After the whole ritual of what you call the homo fire is done, when we have put water and everything is calm, only the ashes. Now I come and take some ghee and swaha and swaha. Will you get a flame? Our worship becomes like that. If you only worship in the temple and don't see the same divine in each one heart, whoever is coming in our life, God in disguise, no? Maybe good, maybe bad, but the presence of the divine you have to accept. Maybe it is heater, maybe it is cooler. We sometimes complain in the temple. Sometimes it is cool and someone gave the cooler more. We get mad, no? But will you blame the electricity for that? Hey, electricity is so bad, it's creating so much shivering in us. Electricity, don't blame him. God, don't blame God. It is through the media through which it is coming, it is called the cooling machine. And there is also heater. So you put that heater, you are directing it in the wrong direction. That's why you are suffering. Your suffering and joy is unaffected. God is unaffected. The sun's light falls upon the sinner and the holy person equally. No? It falls on the top of a cathedral or a temple or a mosque, and also in the dirty things. Does the sun get polluted? No. So similarly, if someone is bad guy or good guy, you cannot blame God. God is equally there. Only manifestation is negative or manifestation is positive. So that means it is useless. If you only worship in the temple and come out and don't see the same divine in others, then your worship is becoming meaningless. A man who thus makes a clear-cut difference between the worship and his worldly activities and lives a purely ego-centered life will be inimical to other beings and be thus persecuting me who resides in him. It's a strong word. He said, me, God, you are persecuting me. If you have not that love and respect, have not the eye to see God is everywhere, no? That's why Swami Vivekananda was so strong. He said that I do not believe in a God who cannot wipe out the miseries of the widows, cannot give a morsel of food to the hungry stomach. I don't believe in that God. That means what he's saying, you have to feel the presence of God there. That is the main focus. Don't ignore the human manifestation of God. You are manifesting in an image, manifestation of God, but image, these are also manifestation of God. See that, worship that, offer that, your adoration. Such a person never attains to peace. If a man disregards and persecutes fellow beings, this is the point. Huh? Very, very useful word. Today's world of crisis, huh? Of killing other people because don't belong to my religion. Huh? Torture them, kill them, stone to death, do this, you will go to heaven. See, that is the beauty of Hindu religion. In any text of the Hindu religion, find me one verse where it says, torture, do harm, and go to heaven. Never. You change your character. You be pure. You be full of love and giving character. And don't see fault. They say, don't see fault with others. Even this is the statement. Not that everyone is faultless. Holy Mother's advice, people really don't understand. Holy Mother says, my child, if you want peace, don't find fault with others. What does it mean? Everyone is divine? There is no bad thing in anyone? Yes. But why do you see the ugly thing? Why do you see the negative thing of that person? Every person has one good side, another bad side. Those who are spiritually advanced, there will be more of good side, less of bad side. We ordinary people will have a mixture of good and bad. But what is the use in looking in the negative side or bad side of it? Turn your attention to that which is good so that you become good. So that's why here also, if a man disregards and persecutes following fellow beings, but worships me, go and 5 times you do namaz. This book will say, no, 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 no. It is not allowing it, oh, you'll go to heaven. No such idiotic decision to be taken.
Yeah, you have to walk the talk.
If a man disregards and persecutes fellow beings, at the same time, but worship me in images with numerous rituals and rich offerings, good offerings to the Lord you are doing. Huh? But at the same time, you are mean and unkind to other human being, where I am palpably present there. I am not at all pleased with him by such worship. It's just total discarding that worship at all. God does not like this. So these few verses are very important for bringing our worship from temple to the practical life. That's why I call practical Vedanta. Practical Vedanta does not mean that all the time saying that I am Brahman will do. Look at that. Those people who really got established in that, how their heart bleeds for the suffering of others. All the people, non-dualistic people, Sankaracharya, what he did, he went to the length and breadth of India preaching this philosophy out of love. Why? I have realized God, I know everything is Brahman, I'll sit here, eat and sleep and do my things. Huh? Is it not love that he's trying to help people to come out of their suffering and ignorance? No? Love comes predominantly. Ramakrishna, in his frail health, he is going to Calcutta from Dakshineshwar and going to their worship place and meeting them. What? It's out of love. So Swami Brahmananda and others sometimes were asked, Holy Mother said, people come and pray. I cannot keep myself to see their suffering. I give mantra out of compassion. They feel the suffering of. So that is the love. It is not making you selfish. Spirituality at the same time selfishness is a wrong concept. Spirituality will make you unselfish if it is followed really. You cannot hurt anyone, because in anyone you hurt, you are hurting the Lord in that person. So, to worship God in the temple is good. Parallelly, it should be reflected in the life to see God in human being. And seeing God in human being, try to serve. Belumont, Calcutta plague came and big trouble came. Swami Vivekananda with so much trouble. It's a dream of life to create a place for Sri Ramakrishna, from where the spiritual current will flow all over the globe, no? For thousands of years. That was his imagination. When there is no money, someone raised how the relief work will go, how the plague victims will be helped. No money. Swami Vivekananda didn't take a split second to say, okay, we are monks, we will be under the tree again. Let us sell this property and get the money and start. See the feeling. That's God serving now. It can wait. It may be, again, you can get a plot of land. But anyhow, that was stopped by Divine Mother, Holy Mother. That's a different issue. But I'm looking at the heart of Swami Vivekananda. What is the feeling of Vivekananda? No? And he used to cry for the suffering of human being, that's why. Seeing God is suffering. We will say, oh, he has his bad karma, let him suffer. What is there? Someone is suffering, we will be Vedanting. And we will say, if you cannot do anything, at least feel the suffering. Pray to God, oh Lord, I cannot do anything. I have no means to do it really. But please, you make some means for that person. And that makes our heart bigger and bigger. But if you become selfish, okay, oh, he is suffering. Why he is in the street? Oh, he has done some bad karma and you did good karma, no? Only. So this is the ignorant people's view, not a devotee's view. This is very important verse you could read. That's why we heard about this verse many times through our Swamijis who used to teach us. Here is the Vedanta, how reconciled with the Bhakti. Without this, you are saying something?
Yeah, I want to ask something, Maharajji. Could it be seen as dangerous or self-indulgent to recognize that God within and offer every breath becomes a devotional offering to the indwelling God within this body?
Yeah, that's okay. No problem. Yeah, that is true. It will come from there to here and then here to everywhere. Anyhow, spirituality is expansion. Whatever you do, we cannot do. Naturally, we think that God is all power. God is in the heaven. That God is we bring down into the altar. Here is the Lord. I can pray. He can give me. Then from there, you come here. And as much as you see here, that much you see outside. It is everything should be connected with love and devotion. That is the gradual development of each individual soul. But those who are engaged in only, it is this part, here it is criticism is given this way, that you are seeing God in the altar only, in the image only. That's a partial expression. You have to see God here also. Okay, thank you.
Soham
Soham.
Asmi.
Soham Asmi. Da Soham.
With the breath.
With the breath. So, let us go for a cup of tea.